How's it going, guys? This is DexHowl and welcome to First Impressions Payback Edition. Let's get started.
Fortune Valley, a gambler's paradise in the desert. You can buy anything here, even luck. Let the rich play with cards and dice. Those of us born in the shadow of the casinos, we take our chances at 100 miles an hour.
After 10 hours of gameplay, I can tell you that there hasn't been a dull moment playing through the story woven into some surprisingly challenging races. The story has been continuously engaging thus far, and I can't wait to jump back in to find out what happens next. The protagonists in the story, Tyler, Jess,
If you weren't such a show-off.
and Mac.
Heads up!
That was a sick jump.
Going head-to-head against Lena Navarro is the ultimate goal, but you have to work your way up from the bottom after finding out the hard way that she's a fixer for an organization known only as The House.
The street racers are here. I saw them take that car. Thank you, officer.
What have you done?
Didn't Rev tell you what's under that hood? My buyers are paying a fortune for it.
The story is blended into the gameplay very well and seems to be continuously alluding toward future events in some ways. This keeps you guessing as to what is actually going to happen because it'll allude to something in the future and then something else will happen to make it a twist. And it keeps doing that repeatedly, so you can't necessarily just predict what's going to happen, which is nice. It ensures that you'll always keep coming back for more to find out what's going to happen or if there's going to be a twist as opposed to what you already thought. Need for Speed Payback also features tons of crazy fast cars, winding road races, and amazing diverse landscapes. This variety creates an amazing open world that leaves a lot to be explored even after you've defeated all the street leagues.
Where will you be when the revolution comes? We are the last stand against corporate tyranny. We are the drifting freedom fighters of the misinformation age. We are Shift Lock.
When you fly down the highway at 100 miles an hour, every decision is life and death. I am La Katrina, and this is the Graveyard Shift.
Now, the street leagues are the gangs of racers that have to be defeated in order to continue your journey to the infamous Outlaws Rush. The Outlaws Rush is the in-game major race that you're working towards in order to get payback or revenge on Lena Navarro. We'll talk more about that after I actually complete it, because I honestly don't know what it's like yet. We'll see, but this is a first impressions video, so it's okay. While each street league has its own style, my personal favorite has to be the drift class. Drifting is just insane on all levels. It's fast and provides a challenge that requires precision, timing, and most of all, serious speed. Other classes like race, off-road, and runner are fun as well. Runner is a tank class that can be used to evade and ram cops. Off-road focuses on varying terrain and big air. Race sticks to the road and hopes to remain a speed blur forever. each with its own strengths and weaknesses, but I've found that the race class seems to be the only one that comes close to being somewhat of a hybrid class so far, in the sense that it can drift and it can also deal some damage, though it won't take as much damage as a runner. It can do like a lot of evasion tactics and things like that, and off-road it's horrible. So it's a hybrid for the first few, but not all of them. And you can mix all your classes together in some ways. There are tuning things that you can do to make them work together and make one car that's going to kind of do it all, but the off-road is always going to be one of those things that's different, and it's hard to specifically tune for that. As for the leveling system, it's not completely pointless either, to be honest. Reputation works in the same way that it always has, where it allows players to unlock customization options, but there is a secondary leveling system that actually works for each car. It's called your performance level. Each car you have has its own rank. To increase your car's rank, you have to replace stock parts and tune it. In this version of Need for Speed, you are going to use what are called speed cards. Each card has a level of its own, and these cards modify the performance level of exhausts, gearboxes, ECUs, and so much more. The cards themselves affect the top speed, acceleration, and braking, among other details. You get a single card as a reward for running each race, and you can also buy your own cards with in-game currency if you want. As the level of your cards increases, your car level increases as well. So far, after playing for this long, I have maybe 3 cars between 200 and 300 in rank, and I definitely need to get them higher than that. The system is very balanced in my opinion, and I'm sure it will just keep getting better as I start to get more advanced cars. Overall, I would say that so far this is shaping up to be well worth it. I truly enjoy the challenge of racing games, and this is one that requires absolute focus to drift around those corners. It pays off to run the starting races repeatedly to build up some currency before taking on the tougher jobs. This is mainly because it's hard to get as much money as you probably need in order to actually get anything done. The reason I say that is because for the starting few races, you maybe get 7,000 credits, and buying one car is minimum 20,000. So it takes a while to get there, and then by the time you get to where your rank requires 200 or higher, then you may or may not have the money you need to get that car or to upgrade the car you have to be that strong. Also, if you want a specific car, this strategy will help you buy it early so you can focus on upgrades later, and you won't have to change cars just because of the level. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been First Impressions with DexHowl. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you guys want to see more of Need for Speed Payback in the comments below.
This'll do. Keep the format. Can't touch my skills.